It is toxic, actually. Guilt tripping is often designed to manipulate other people by preying on their emotions and feelings of guilt or responsibility. This can be a form of toxic behavior that can have a detrimental effect on the person's well being as well as their relationship. Hi there. How are you doing? How are you guys doing? Welcome again to our exciting episode for today. Guys, if you're new to my channel, please kindly endeavor to subscribe, like, and share. And also turn on your notification bells just in case we have new videos dropping on YouTube. You'll be the first person to watch our videos whenever it drops on YouTube, guys. Yes, voila. So today's topic is all about something very exciting. So someone on my page, on my channel, sent me a message and said, "Hey Dara, please can you talk more about guilt trip? What are the examples of guilt tripping?" Okay. But before I get into that conversational of the day, now what is Dara's React all about? Dara's React is all about everything fashion in terms of clothing, style, and all of that. Beauty in terms of cosmetics, skincare, fragrance, hair care products, and a lot more, and lifestyle, travel, and the rest of them. And also, most importantly, relationship tips. Now, we are here to help you guys you on how to know what's wrong, what's happening, and the steps to take if you're making a mistakes in your relationship. Yes, we're not experts, but we try to tell you what it's all about. Yes. So, guys, welcome again to Dara's React. So now, first thing first, like I said, this topic is going to be very informative. It's very educating because most of us do these things and we don't even know that we do them. Because most of us go through these things. We have actually fall a victim to these things. So today we're going to talk about it. It's a lot, actually, So today's topic is guilt tripping. Yeah. So like I said earlier, someone from my contacts sent me a message on YouTube and said, "Dara, please give me examples of a guilt trip." Yeah. So now we are here with it. Now, what is guilt trips? Guilt trip. Guilt tripping. What is it? Okay. Guilt trip means causing another person to feel guilt or a sense of responsibility to change their behavior or to take an action. Maybe I should say it again. Okay. What is guilt trips? Guilt trip means causing another person to feel guilt or a sense of responsibilities to change their behavior or take a certain action. That's what a guilt trip means. Excuse me, most times people make you feel some kind of way. People guilt trip you and you feel like, well, what have I done? I didn't do this, just make you, they just want you to feel some sort of way. And honestly, that feeling is bad though, but we're coming to dissect it into pieces so you understand and you know when somebody is trying to guilt trip you and all of that. Now, now a guilt can be such a powerful motivator of human behavior. Yeah, people can wild it as a tool to change how others think or feel about or behave. Yeah, that's how people see it, right? Now, I'll give you an example. So, if someone has ever made you feel bad about something you have done or you didn't do, and then they use those bad feelings to get to you to do something for them, you have experience with guilt tripping. You have experiences. Did you get what I said? So I'm saying that when if someone has ever made you feel bad about something that you have done or you haven't done, and they still use it against you to get something from you, like to make you do something, so it means you have been guilt tripped. Yeah, that's what I meant. So this topic is very, very exciting. Now, there are types of guilt trips and there are signs of guilt trips. So today I'm going to give you the signs of guilt trips. Now, guilt trips can be intentional, but it can also be unintentional. Number one, the signs of guilt trips. Are you listening to me? Yes. So the signs of guilt trips. Okay, let's bring it down to number one. Number one, bringing up mistakes that you have made in the past. So if you're with someone, your partner, so this also involves if you're in a relationship, your partner, whatever relationship you are in, work relationship, whatever it is you are in, or whatever it is you are in, I don't want to know about it. This comes into it. So when someone brings up a mistake you have done before in your past, you just need to haunt you. The person is guilt tripping you. So these are the signs of guilt trip. Now, number two, reminding you of favors that have been performed for you in the past. So when somebody does something for you in the past and they keep bringing it up every now and then, just because they want to shame you or just because they want you to feel some certain way, they are guilt tripping you because they know that when they bring up the past, it gets to you and you'll be forced to do what they want you to do. So that is guilt trip. That's the signs of guilt trips. Number three, um, number three is acting as if they were angry but denying that there's a problem. You guys know that there's some people that always act. They do something to you, they act angry, like it's so glaring. Like, guy, you did this stuff, but I'm not angry. You're the one angry. So now you act angry and forgetting, and you're trying to deny that there's a problem. There's a problem to be solved, and you're still acting angry, whereas you are the problem. So those things are called guilt tripping. Number four, refusing to speak to you or giving you silent treatment. You see those people? Those types are crazy people. Honestly, they're very crazy. They're very manipulative. The type of people that refuse to speak to you and also giving you silent treatment, that's a sign of guilt tripping. They don't want to talk. They just want to be silent so that you die, so that you yourself will be like, what is happening? What have I done wrong? Those are signs of guilt tripping. Number five on the list is suggesting that you owe them. Most people, yeah, they always tell you you owe them. Like, you're wondering, what do I owe this person? Nothing, actually. But because they did something for you, some sort of favor for you, and they want you to do something for them in return, they will always bring back that stuff they did for you. So they tell you, oh, you owe me this. Oh, you owe me. I did this for you in the past. Oh, you owe me this. You're not entitled. It's not an entitlement. So those are signs of guilt trips. Okay, guys? Are you listening? Yeah. What number are we now? We are in number, yeah, that's like number, that's the number five right now. Yes, you're number five. So number five is suggesting that I've already said that. That's like suggesting like you owe them. Now, number six, making sarcastic comments about your effort or progress. You see those people, yeah, maybe you're doing well for yourself in your business, in your career, and you're like, they just make some sarcastic comments just to make you feel some kind of way. So those are also signs of guilt trip. Now you know. So if you're in that category, these are things like that. People have said this to you. So these are signs of guilt tripping. Now, it is also very important to note that these types that the type of these are type of indirect communication. This it can occur in any interpersonal relationships. Okay, so these types of indirect communication can occur in any interpersonal relationship. It's not just work and all of that. It can occur anywhere. Now, there's something that I need you to know that it can show up in a romantic relationship, but guilt trips may also be utilized in a family relationship, work relationship, and partnership relationships. Okay, so guilt tripping is not all about interpersonal. So it can also show up in your romantic relationship. So if you're in a romantic relationship with your partner, guilt tripping will always pop out. Family relationship, work relationship, it will always pop out. So always have that at the back of your mind that it will always pop out. That guilt trip will always pop out anywhere, anytime, any day. That's correct. Now, guys, types of guilt tripping. There are a lot of it, so but I just brought out some few that you can learn from. Now, types of guilt tripping. There are many different types of guilt tripping that people may utilize depending on the ultimate goal or purpose of the behaviors. Okay? Now, number one type of guilt tripping is manipulation. Ah, yes, manipulation. Sometimes the primary goal of guilt trip is to manipulate someone into doing something that they normally would not want to do. So, if for instance, you're with someone and um, they're great tripping you, and so that in that context, maybe you're not the type that gets angry easily. You're not the abusive type, but there's a way somebody will guilt trip you. You're forced to do what you don't want to do. So these are types of guilt tripping. So I think in that aspect, you should withdraw yourself and you should stay away. So they can manipulate you to do things. At the end of it, you'll be like, oh, why did I do that? Just stay away from the person. So that's it. Type of guilt tripping, manipulation. Second one I'm talking about is conflict avoidance. So in these cases, people may use guilt trips to avoid directly talking about an issue. You know, it allows them to get what they want without having to engage in direct conflict. Yeah. So in this kind of situation, there are people who like, you know what, I'm not going to talk about this. You know, they keep making you feel bad, but they don't want to even talk about the situation. If, for instance, you have a conflict with your friend, with your partner, they wrong you, but you cannot say to their face because you're trying to avoid them. You know, you just keep carrying your face everywhere now, you know, and the other person's like, what the hell is happening? And because you feel you cannot confront them, because you feel you don't want to talk to them directly, you start making some faces, you start making some comments just to spite the other person. So these are types of guilt tripping. Then the third one is elite sympathy. So in some cases, guilt tripping allows the individual to gain empathy of others by casting themselves into a role of someone who has been harmed by the actions of the other person it's supposed to feel guilty about. You know, in this situation now, right now, maybe you guys have a fight or something, the person have been accusing you wrongly, saying things to you, saying some harsh words to you, and but both of you are in this thing together. Then somebody comes in and they say, what's happening? What happened? And the other person that is the main coco that did the whole thing now changes and start feeling like you did something wrong. Maybe they start shedding the tears and saying, oh, you did this, oh, you did that, oh, you feel bad so much, what you did to me, what he did to me, you know, that's like guilt tripping. So the person casts themselves into the role of what I say, the person casts himself into the role of the defendant, the defend or the oppressor. Okay, this is the oppressor right here, but he's not acting like he didn't do anything, like the defendant, right? I think that's a word, yeah. The person start acting like he didn't do anything to you, and they start acting. But so the person wants sympathy from the other person, whereas you are the one that needs the sympathy. But now he or she's acting like they need it more, or you did something to them, whereas you didn't do anything to them. So that's our types of guilt tripping. Yes, guys. Now, guilt isn't always a bad thing. Yes, it's not always a bad thing. I said so, yeah. So guilt isn't always a bad thing. However, or rather, while often troubling and unpleasant, it can serve as an important role in guiding moral behavior. When people experience guilt, they can fix their mistakes and avoid repeating the same error in the future. So you see, guilt isn't always a bad thing. So when you feel guilt tripped, it's not always a bad thing. So it's a way of fixing your mistakes and making you to avoid the same stuff you did the last time. So in the future, you know, okay, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do that. Yeah, so you know how to handle some situations. Okay, guys. Guilt tripping has a whole lot to unfold. Like we have a lot about talk about it. Yes. So, guys. And now I have some few questions to answer about guilt trip. So I just have a couple of it. I wrote down and the answers. So, now is guilt tripping a form of gaslighting? What do you say to that? Are you going to say yes or no? Now, while both behaviors are destructive and toxic, they differ in a key ways. Gaslighting is a type of emotional abuse that involves denying another person reality and making them question their own experience. Guilt tripping, on the other hand, is about causing another person to feel guilt in order to get them to change their behavior. Do you get it? So they are both in the same category, but there's more to gaslighting than to guilt trip. Yes. So maybe you didn't get what I said. Now I said, is guilt tripping a form of gaslighting? Now the answer is in between. I can't say yes or I can't say no, but this is my own response. While both behaviors are destructive and toxic, they differ in key ways. Gaslighting is a type of emotional abuse that involves denying and causing another person's reality and making them question their own experience. Whereby guilt tripping, on the other hand, is about causing another person to feel guilt in order to get them to change their behavior. That's number one. So the next question and answer is, what is an example of guilt tripping? Which is what my subscriber asked me. Examples of a guilt tripping. Now, an example of a guilt tripping might be your friend calling you and saying, I know you're too busy with work to hang out. I just spend the evening by myself. I just thought that since I helped you to get that job, you would make sure to make a little more time for me. This type of comment is designed to induce feeling of guilt and bringing up an idea that you owe them something. So if you watch my if you can go back to this video, you see where I talked about you when they act like you owe them something. Yeah, that is a typical example of a guilt trip. Now, the next one is guilt tripping toxic? It is toxic, actually. Guilt tripping is often designed to manipulate other people by preying on their emotions and feelings of guilt or responsibility. This can be a form of toxic behavior that can have a detrimental effect on the person's well-being as well as their relationship. So guilt tripping is something that is wrong. So guys, like I said, catch me up on the next episode on guilt tripping, on the impacts of guilt trip. So please, this is the end of this episode today on guilt tripping. Yes, but we'll be back again with a fresh new episode, which is the impacts of guilt trips. So please kindly subscribe, comment, share your ideas, let's talk about it, and let us know how it will help you. And endeavor to subscribe and turn on your notification bells to be the first person to watch our videos whenever it drops on YouTube. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.